Imagine you're tattooed like earlobe to pinky toe to pinky nail. Like you even got the bottom of your feet fucking tattooed, and you got a fucking tiny little cocktail shrimp for a cock. I'd be disappointing to anybody, I guess. The return, the re-debut, the re-emergence of the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell, as already shown in my IG feed earlier today, same day of May 19th. This right here is a joyous occasion as we get to indulge once again back into this thing. It's back into our bellies, back into our fupas, or whatever you call the love handles, I guess. Guys, girls, all genders applicable as far as getting fat's concerned. But right here, I'm living in a fat ass, cholesterol induced, most likely coma later on dream, because I got two of them. They're stacked, they're thick, they're luscious, they're delicious, they're fresh, they're from Pizza Hut. Well, they're all Pizza Hut Taco Bell combos, but you know what I mean. The Taco Bell, not too far from here on 63rd Drive here in Rego Park, Queens. You know we had to do it. Maybe not so much big because these aren't the biggest things, to be honest, but at least two of them for now. I skipped the soda. We don't need the liquid calories because the fucking sugar really adds up and gives you bitch tits. If you know and you're conscious about trying to maintain the figure, I mean, listen, it's May right now. We got June practically around the corner in the next 2 weeks. So I'm trying to look as best as I can for the summertime. I'll get a little bit lean, cut up. You know, my face ain't got the double chin so much going on no more. I need to fucking cleanly shave my head. It's about overdue. About that time to do so. That's one more thing too. Listen, the whole dilemma having to wait for this fucking thing to come back and reemerge as a part of my daily, almost daily. I can't have this every day, let's be honest. I'm old now. The sodium, cholesterol, calorie count too. Gotta be conscious of that. If I'm gonna go to the gym every day, it's defeating the purpose of with one of these or two of these or three of these like I planned to do originally every day. We can't do that to ourselves. We can't sabotage ourselves internally or calorically. So the big thing besides trying to maintain yourself in some sort of shape and or form that's appealing to my, I guess you could say, life partner, my girlfriend, not my wife yet, obviously, eventually, soon enough, whenever that comes up as a thing. But soon enough, you gotta put a ring on that eventually, because then she might get tired of my shit. And she might get tired of me not shaving my head like I should more often. That's one more thing to add to the list of growing old. Listen, as much as I'm gonna enjoy, obviously, this and the other one I got two for me, 2 for 1 offer. I've been a good boy. If you're like me, you're that much of a fat ass where you got the Taco Bell app. You make enough orders on the app where I guess you get entitled to one of these free. So I got one for free. I paid for the other one. So all's well, it ends well. And I'm probably going to end up on the fucking floor at the end of this too after, again, a sodium coma because of all the sodium and salt that's in these fucking pieces of shit. I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to put it in my mouth, obviously, and digest and process. And I'm going to shit out at the very end because, Taco Bell does that to you. I'm not special just because I'm Spanish. Don't be racist or stereotypical. It affects me and flows through me just like it would anybody else's digestive system and or tract. The only thing worse to up the ante will be if this would have been White Castle. That flows through you like magma through an erupting volcano. Just splurts right out, blasts right out, whatever. We don't need that mess of a scene. We don't need that, crime scene type of horror or dilemma going on either in our lives. We need to maintain composure as far as, tax-paying adults is concerned. But one more thing besides guaranteed in life. Taxes, death, high sodium, tantalizing caloric thirst traps, as is the Mexican pizza. Shout out to Taco Bell. And speaking of thirst traps, chef's kiss to shout out, of course, Doja Cat, who made it possible. And she was the one to officially break the news that this was coming back. This is back on the menu right now. This Mexican pizza, glorious thing I'm about to put in my mouth. 2 of them, piping hot, still fresh. So this might not go too long because I got eventually, or you know what? While I'm talking, I might indulge into this to give you some ASMR mukbang action while you look at or maybe don't look so much at my face, but at least look at the delectableness, the deliciousness that is the Taco Bell Mexican pizza, now finally back on the motherfucking menu, for God's sakes. One more thing I was saying, besides taxes, besides death, that are guaranteed in life, pretty much guaranteed is baldness. As I grow older, obviously I'm bald. I've just been a little too lazy to keep it clean, as far as my dome is concerned, where I protect my brain, it's one more fucking thing to add to the list of agitation as far as getting older, because you would think being bald, oh, it's easy. Just fucking shave, trim it down, whatever. You got it in the budget. It's not that expensive, honestly, but it is annoying to have to wait in line behind somebody just to have like a barber, touch up your fucking head and keep it clean that way. I'm sure that's probably the better way to go. But in my case, I do have the time, but like we all say, because we feel so entitled, I don't have the time to wait in line, sitting next to somebody that probably smells, I really don't want to talk to, and of course I'm surrounded by guys in the place where we really go to either talk to our barbers or with the sole intent and focus of either tantalizing the females enough with our looks, courtesy of another man touching us up to make us look pretty and or beautiful or handsome, whatever, and or we're just there because someone forces us to go there too. There is the subdivision. I mean, as a man, I can attest to it. I was never one to willingly go to the barber shop or get my haircut. Better yet said, I'd go 2-3 months. My barbers hated me. This is why my barbers never made friendly chat or got close to me like that. I wouldn't let them either, because the last thing I want to do is be friends with a barber. I'm not saying, shout out to the barber. I respect and commend all of yous. You got a talent. There's no question there as far as working the clippers and the scissors and working all these works of art really with our fucking hair. But the last thing I honestly want to do is be friends with a barber of all things. I don't want to be friends with nobody, honestly. I'm very selective, picky and choosy. I'm a Virgo. That's what it is. Shout out to the Virgos. You know what I'm talking about if you know the fucking vibes. But I was never good with my barbers like that. We were friendly. Hello, how you doing? Oh, what's your name again? Is what I get usually hit with, because they'd only see me every couple of months. So when I saw the fucking bald, I did start going to one guy who was in the beauty salon. I think his name was David. Shout out to David. Really good. But at some point, even I noticed like the fucking big gaping hole in the back of my head. That's where it started for me, at least. So I said, there's no point in doing this. I don't mind paying what I paid for him. It was like, I think 35, whatever, a cut. But he'd take care of me. He'd fucking take like 2 hours with me just for me, while taking care of 5 other people. But he'd take care of me, 2 hours for the haircut. It'd be perfect for like 2 weeks. Eventually grow back in. I tip him on top of that, pause, money, monetarily compensate him with the tip, of course, on top of everything else. But then at some point I had to duck out, because it made no sense to go back to him on a regular basis if I had little to nothing showing in the back, and meanwhile I'm trying to play you or fake you out with the front. Faking the funk, faking the front, whatever you want to call it. So I gave up on him. I started going to a guy not too far from here where I'm at in Rego Park. I think he was, he's not dead. And shout outs to, of course, the whole situation going on. Not shout outs, but, peace and prayers to everything going on in the Ukraine and Russia. But I think this guy is Ukrainian. The last barber I ever went to and or saw, maybe 3-4 times at least, he was just trimming my shit really short. He knew who I was. So much that because I had to go more often, because like I had like too much balding showing. If it grew in a little bit, like the back of the head was like showing too much. So I had to tap in at some point too. Every 3 weeks I had to start going. But then it's not so much the money that adds up, it's just the annoyance of having to set up, because he'd only be available online. I'd have to go through his site and or his app. I'm not wasting my time on your fucking app. I don't give a shit who you are, whatever. I can have an app too, but that doesn't mean everybody has to go to my fucking app. Went to his site, I have to book. That's the only way I could see him. If I dropped in, I'd have to wait 1-2 hours and shit too. But that's a whole nother story, whole nother day. That's just one more thing to be annoyed by, having to fucking keep this fucking thing of mine clean. My thoughts is a whole nother thing besides from that. But hopefully, once I indulge, once I self-induce myself into this coma, I'm about to fully dive into head first in with these Mexican pizzas and really enjoy myself. Shout out to Taco Bell. Shout out to Doja Cat, of course. A big time shout out, and probably the way she can make her ass clap, like these applauses are going off right now. Shout outs, blessing, bless up, chef's kiss, multiple stream, all in the direction of Doja Cat. Enough for the left cheek, enough for the right cheek. And you know what? Throwing the tits to match as well too, and that face. And in between the legs. And the fact that she loves to sit on faces because she loves big noses, which I don't really have a big nose, so I can't really benefit from that added bit of freakiness to Doja Cat. She's young. She likes to roam around like an alley cat would. I'm assuming. I'm not calling her a whore. I'm not trying to belittle her, demean her. I'm just saying like an alley cat would. She's curious. She makes her way around things. She knows what she likes. She knows where to stay away from. But if she's curious enough, or she enjoys, better yet said, enough, the pleasure I'm sure women get from sitting on guys with big noses, then there's no shame in that game at all. She's young. She'll probably settle in with a nice young fella around that age range when the time comes. But in the meanwhile, she's on top of the world. Music charts, Spotify playlist, all that too. But symbolically, she is sitting on the tip of the Earth's, the world's, the galaxy's nose. Things might not be right entirely in the world as we speak, but at least we got this back on the menu here at Taco Bell, which means I'm stuck having to do this late at night, early in the morning, just to balance out being a fat ass, being proactive and not being a lazy ass and just vegging out, taking up weed just so I can have an excuse to indulge on Mexican pizza all fucking day long, courtesy of Taco Bell, bringing this beauty fucking back. 2-year, 3-year break, however long it's been up until now. Thank God. Bless up the Doja Cat. Chef's kiss to her. Chef's kiss to the Mexican pizza. Chef's kiss to May 19th, 2022, to return to this thing on a Taco Bell near you. I'm going to veg out. I'm going to pig out. I'm going to peace out. I'm going to have so many fucking pizzas till fucking woof one down with the left and woof one down with the right. Back and forth like a Mexican pizza bukkake. And I'm the star of the show, the main attraction, taking it all in right through this hole. Listen, Doja Cat is a piece of ass. That's a given. She is sitting on top of the proverbial world's nose and enjoying the ride. Full on, full steam ahead. She's riding a reverse cowgirl. I'm going to pin her as one of those reverse cowgirl girls. So shout out to all yous out there to enjoy with pride reverse cowgirls. Listen, I'm a fan of cowgirl. Receiving it, pause by the way. I love the way the body engages, the hips lock into one another in that position. You know, you're fully able to fucking, ram your shaft up a fucking twat. And if need be, you're feeling freaky like that, you get the fucking thumb action going on the fucking clit. Moving that thing around like a Nintendo 64 controller. Boom, 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 bam, boom, 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 boom. Cue all the sound effects you want to imagine. Bomberman, Mega Man, Super Mario, whatever. You're hitting the high score when you include clit stimulation. Or the real joy button, if anything, on any lovely female or the female you're with at that moment, too. But definitely Doja Cat. She knows how to ride a fucking nose. She definitely knows how to fucking throw back, ride a cock, whatever she's got in mind. That's a lovely looking fucking girl, beautifully built, talented as well. I know they try to cancel it a bunch of times. I don't think they can do it or accomplish it because you know what? At the end of the day, she's a musician. We're not supposed to look at her as a role model or this, that, whatever, too. Listen. I enjoy the fucking album Planet Her. It's a bop, it's a groove, it's a mood, all that too. I really loved Getting to It, Yeah. That was my first favorite song off the album once it dropped. I hated the video. I felt like all the special effects and graphics involved in space, whatever too, I didn't like it. I thought they could have done a lot more, or at least get an Ariana Grande cameo, shout out to her as well too. Tell Ariana Grande though to calm down with the tattoos. She's a very pretty girl. I know pretty girls can be tattooed as well too, heavily, lightly, scantily, claddily, or, tucked underneath some clothing. So it's a pleasant surprise once you discover and take off the layer in the clothing. It's like, oh, nice little sleek, I don't know, butterfly, rose, flaming skull head tattoo underneath your left tit. Doesn't matter. But let it be a surprise, a secret. What's that Bruce Springsteen song? Secret Garden? Secret Garden, or something like that. I don't remember. It sounded more like Sting, but whatever. I try. I try not to sing, to be honest. But yeah, she's getting too many tattoos done for my liking. I got nothing against tattoos. I got one here too, if you can see it without the sun glaring in your face. Probably going to get more eventually, but I'm not going to go crazy either. There is a new thing now, actually. Speaking of tattoos, I heard about that's apparently a sort of ink. I don't know why they didn't come out with this sooner, but if it's legit and if it does last for how long they're saying it does, then this is awesome, I think. At least for you to be able to shop around for what you like, preferably on your body, ink-wise. They apparently developed this new sort of tattoo ink that only last about a year, give or take 15 months on your body. So it's like, if you like a certain design or something you had in mind, you get it done. It lasts for about a year and a half, under a year and a half, whatever. But if you don't like it, it just fades away. It don't stay in your body. You don't got to go through the apparent torture or painful methods of tattoo removal, which apparently, according to who you ask on the internet, it's like about 3 times more painful than any tattoo would be on your body. Pick and choose a spot. If they got that going on now, so much after the fact that now tattoos are like, it'd be stupid to say tattoos are accepted in mainstream culture. It's like now the new tattoo, as they've been saying for years now, this is nothing new, but the new tattoo is the people walking around with no tattoos, like whatsoever. So now that they got this, at least this helps for those who just get like random koi ponds or, the Care Bears on a whole fucking sleeve. Then they grow up 5 years older and or later and they realize, oh shit, I got the gay Care Bear on me by mistake, but I'm not gay, Mom, I promise, I swear. I've only handled my own cock, never any foreign cock to my own body, I swear, please. So that's good. At least now they can make new ones that fade away. If you don't like it, you don't love it, or you maybe want to touch it up a little bit after it's been on you for like a year or so, you could tell the guy, hey, make it permanent, draw over it, like tracing. It also helps, the regular everyday tattoo artist. Shout out to the tattoo artist, good, not so good. Maybe you should have stayed in prison with your art style because you kind of suck, pal. Or the really excellent ones that I'm still kind of like, thinking, who should I go to for my next one and shit too? Shout out to all the tattoo artists regardless. Because the man and or take that fucking ink and or needle to skin and commit like that, it's a skill, it's a talent, it's a craft. So shout out to all you guys doing that for a living out there. But this is great because now if you get something and you like it and you're scared, oh, it's going to fade away after like a year or something like that, you give the tattoo artist, I'm assuming, depending on how the ink works and shit, biodegradable or not, you give that tattoo artist who can make it permanent, like just pretty much the outlines of tracing. Oh, maybe can you move the arm up instead of down? Can you show this demon, scratching his ass instead of picking his nose, etc., kind of thing like that. So it facilitates everybody. You got the fucking blueprint to a tattoo you might want or might not want or how you want it altered. You give this person, tattoo artist, an easier fucking canvas to work with instead of you having to fucking harass them, not even pay them most likely, as I heard from a lot of them too. Before they even get paid, these people like up their ass with all these designs and concepts. Monday they want it this way, Friday they want it that way. Saturday, scratch the whole thing, and then next Monday, I got a whole fucking different design. Can you go like 5 emails past and just dig up that thing? I just want to touch one little bit of detail. Oh, you lost it. Oh, you asshole. You don't respect me as a person. You're racist. You're sexist, allegedly, whatever. All that shit going on, too. But tattoos, tell Arianna Grande, please take it easy. She's a beautiful, lovely girl, talented, too, as well. What a fucking voice on her, too. Just take it easy. Take it easy. She's also doing like these, it kind of feels like it looks like, just to be funny, she's getting like the most dainty, girly looking one she can possible. That's just hanging up on the tattoo parlor like display panel or something. Not even something she's really committing to or just to be like funny somehow. I don't know. Then again, you look at Pete Davidson, maybe she got loosely influenced by him because he's fucking neck to fucking pinky toe and tattoos. Shout out to Pete Davidson though, because besides having a lot of tattoos, he's got a massive, huge white cock, so of course Kim's not complaining probably. Imagine you're tattooed like earlobe to pinky toe to pinky nail, like you even got the bottom of your feet fucking tattooed and you got a fucking tiny little cocktail shrimp for a cock. I'd be disappointing to anybody, I guess. I mean, why not do like a 3D optical illusion cock, or just tattoo your cock black, be like, oh, I got frostbite on my cock. I stuck it in a fishing hole in Antarctica when I was little, and it just kind of stayed that way. But honestly, in all honesty, it's like humongous. You just need to give it a chance and to grow, whatever. But, shout out to all the guys with humongous cocks out there. I'm sure they can pull off all the stupid shit they want. They can get all the piercings, tattoos they want too. And they got no issues because when it comes down to it, they know in the back of their minds that BBC energy, big dick energy, BDE, whatever. They got nothing really to worry about. Unlike that guy has to play his music so loud behind me as he passes by here Woodhaven Boulevard. He's got a tiny cock to make up for in every other way possible by being an asshole and inconsiderate. As I divulge into my Mexican pizza, oh my god, I miss this shit. I miss this shit so much. And I'm such a fat ass too when it comes to this. Officially, the release date sounds like you're dropping an album from Taco Bell, but the release date for the streets, when these are hitting the streets again, is May 19th when I'm recording this, out in the beautiful bright sun here too. Shout out to fucking Mother Nature, giving us one fucking good solid night and day of like sun and warmth. I'm such a fat ass that I actually got this 2 days early on the 17th because, like I mentioned earlier, I got the Taco Bell rewards app, whatever you call it, because I've been a loyal customer, aka a fat fuck, committed to Taco Bell like that. I love the fucking Crunchwrap Supreme, so I get them maybe every other week or something, at least every week, one. They give you 2 days free access early to get a jump on the Mexican pizza. So I had these already for like 2 days straight, the 17th, the 18th, and now the 19th. Now, well, 3 days actually. So shout outs to fucking my cholesterol. I'm going to be dropping dead probably as soon as this episode drops, whenever I upload it. But shout outs to Taco Bell, shout outs to Doja Cat, shout outs to Arianna Grande, shout outs to all the tattooed head-to-toe individuals committing to the lifestyle that is being tatted up like a motherfucker. Shout outs to fucking Big Pete Davidson, even though we just shouted out the big cock community out there. You know, I'm one of them too. Just I can't really share that because I'm trying to be loyal to my girlfriend. Wink, wink, you know? I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there. I mean, the thing is big. I can't help but put it out there. It's out there already for me. It's like fucking got a head start on me. Whichever room I walk into, I'm going in cock first. What do you want me to do about it, goddammit? But you know what I mean. It's terrible sometimes with the females. Can't live with them, can't live without them. That is the truth. I acknowledge that. Just like I cannot live without the fact that I will forever be at the knees, at the feet of, and at the preferably pussy lips of Doja Cat. Praise her, sanctify her for bringing back of all things to life. Yay, the Mexican fucking pizza. There was some fucking guy with some foreign ass name, who gives a shit, had a petition signed, got like 100, couple of thousands of signatures to bring back the Mexican pizza. Okay, that's commendable, you know, like little polite clap, like you was watching a Japanese wrestling match, like for him, but he don't matter. Who matters, who gets the big round of applause, and hopefully her ass is clapping just like this, as loudly as running to the mic like I'm doing, is Doja Cat, because she did what was unheard of as far as bringing back the Mexican pizza. Now, when they fucking took it away, it was like, why would you even do that, right? Why would you? I think legit I read one of the reasons were that they wanted to, Taco Bell as a whole, they wanted to contribute less to the, I guess, sabotaging of the environment, as you could put it, as far as the cardboard boxes that were involved with the packing of the Mexican pizza, because it is greasy, it's full of beans and cheese and meat and all that too. It's, you know, baked, cooked, whatever. So it's nothing but fucking grease, of course. At the bottom, it's sopping with fucking grease. So it's not made for a bag. It only makes sense to put it in a cardboard box. And really, ideally, they only put the boxes, or they box up like when they give you like a party platter of fucking tacos or like gorditas or whatever too. Everything else goes in bags. But then again, bags ain't really that much worse than like having to put cardboard boxes or accommodate cardboard for one specific part or item on your menu, which in this case was a Mexican pizza. So when I got these two today early, I had and I enjoyed very much. They were both in little cardboard boxes. Like, there's no other way to pack them. You can't put them in a bag because they'll just like, the grease will just suck up the fucking paper or the plastic bag they put in, and then those will fall through, or if you're holding it, you're literally a handful of grease dealing with that shit too. If that was really legit the only reason, there is something to commend. Again, light applause, polite. Taco Bell for, but a big boo, fucking all the thumbs down and a thumb up their ass. The CEO will fucking approve that move to get rid of the Mexican pizza, just for the fact that, oh, we can't pack this thing in anything but cardboard, so we don't want to be that big an asshole to Mother Nature and just keep giving out cardboard all the time, because we can't accommodate otherwise for this one item on the menu. Which, you know, if you really want to do it that way, maybe double baggy, split into 4 pieces, but then it's not a Mexican pizza. It's like a Mexican, like, sandwich or something like that. Because they always cut it for you. I don't remember, honestly, actually. I should remember. I used to eat them all the time like that. But I don't remember if they ever used to cut or pre-cut the Mexican pizza for you like they do now. Because these last couple of days since the 17th I've had them, every single one's been cut into 4 like they were like a mini little pizza. But I honestly don't remember if they was doing that already before for the OG previous Mexican pizzas from a couple of years back. I think they might have just started doing that now for convenience. But then why even bother throwing in the fork? I mean, it gets messy and like it's so greasy too as well. Again, you need a cardboard box. God forbid you're on the fucking train trying to eat a Mexican pizza out of just a little bag or plastic bag or paper bag. You're making a mess. It's spilling all over the place. At least with a cardboard box, you can salvage the beans and meat and cheese spilling out the sides and like still have the fork to pick all that shit up whenever you're ready to go to that for the leftovers. But it's a whole thing. But if that's the whole thing, that's the whole reason why Taco Bell got rid of them. Again, commendable enough, very light little quiet, silent church mouse applause for them. Because they really don't deserve it, but that is commendable still, kinda, sort of. I'll admit it's kinda like, okay, I respect that. But at the sake of sacrificing one item off your menu, one whole item off your menu, just because you couldn't figure out how else to package it, and when you bring it back, because thank God for Doja Cat, not so much the guy that got the signatures, but more Doja Cat, she's the one at the forefront bringing it back, and you got no choice but I really don't know what else to do. We only had like 3 years to engineer some new sort of packaging for the Mexican pizza, but we still didn't, and we're bringing it back anyway because, one of the most popular, if not the most popular fucking singer out there, musician out there, popular musician out there, most prominent faces of music out there today, says, I want the Mexican pizza back. We gotta accommodate her, we gotta accommodate the world, but then we're stuck putting it back in cardboard boxes. It defeats the whole purpose of fucking getting rid of this shit the last couple of years like we did already. Taco Bell, okay, listen, again, light applause, big applause, like we're fucking seals, putting on the show at the zoo, in hopes of fucking Doja clapping her ass in return to us, to return the favor because she did us a big one. Yay! Mexican pizza back on the menu. Taco Bell permanently for now until they are drop dead. Yay! Most likely I'm gonna die because of a sodium coma induced by like too many Mexican pizzas in one day. Yay! Doja Cat's a pizza ass, clapping that ass, shaking those titties, and I think she's possibly going lazy-eyed, but still she's a hot little piece of ass at least for the next 15 years or so. Yay! Absolutely, it's a joyous occasion. May 19th, 2022, the return of the Mexican pizza, permanently, hopefully, to Taco Bell, all thanks to one celebrity actually giving back to the world in the most commendable way possible by making us all fat, slowly but surely. Listen, Doja Cat co-signs the Mexican pizza. Next thing you know, people are being put onto Mexican pizzas. They're eating them. It's popular. It becomes a new fucking croissant donut hybrid. It becomes a new fucking chicken sandwich craze that's been taking over the world. Like, I think it's slowed down now, honestly, because Popeyes was really killing it with their chicken sandwich. But then again, they're a chicken spot. They should have chicken available like that. And a really good chicken sandwich. I'd still say probably, honestly, the best one I've had till now. It even beat out my old OG favorite for the longest time, the long pause chicken sandwich from Burger King. Yeah, that's number one, absolutely. I haven't tried that buffalo chicken from Popeyes, but let's see, maybe one of these days when I'm done binging on fucking Mexican pizza. But there was a whole craze of like even burger places and whatever getting in on the chicken sandwich game. It's enough already. I think it's dying down now. Let's see if with the reemergence of the Mexican pizza, they'll be able to bring it back. Well, no, sorry, it's already back, but I mean to say, let's see if oddly enough with the reemergence, the resurgence of the Mexican pizza, who knows? McDonald's, Burger King, whatever the fuck else, whoever the fuck else is going to invent their version of their, signature meat and or dish in a pizza format. Round, wide, split, whatever. The Whopper pizza, the fucking Big Mac pizza. White Castle's absolutely working on it because they know they got the diarrhea burgers on deck. So they're gonna try to figure out how else to fucking bring themselves into the fucking chicken sandwich game. Because honestly, as much as I stay away from White Castle, because again, diarrhea burgers or like colon cleansing burgers, whatever you want to call it, with cheese, they really do have those awesome chicken rings, which as simple as they sound and as unappeasing as they may sound, they're really fucking good.
Yo, it's over. All right, it's over. It's over. Move the mic. Move the mic.
Thank you.
All right.